So if you've been on the internet, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, basically anywhere, fuck, even iFunny, you've probably seen the extraordinarily popular genre of videos. There's no singular official name for them, they're just known as satisfying videos, and the concept is rather simple. It's just anything that elicits a pleasurable response from whoever watches them. You know, it's basically like porn for your brain, except instead of jerking off to get cum, you're, jacking off your brain to get satisfaction. And on the face of it, that's really not an issue. There's nothing wrong with that. But where my qualms come in is I find that a lot of these videos are not satisfying. They are not, they do not evoke any feelings of pleasure. Quite the opposite, in fact. I find them rage-inducing, and I want to murder people when I watch them. That is the feeling that I get. I don't get satisfaction. There are some that I enjoy. There's these physics simulations run on some sort of game engine, maybe, and they're really fun to watch. Metal carving, wood carving videos, those are awesome. Those are really cool. But the rest of them, like, what the hell? We're going to go through and take a look at some of these, alright? Because I think there's really some stuff worth taking a look at. Now, while this can be found just about anywhere, I think the real genesis of this craze is Instagram. The home of terrible aesthetics. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about Instagram, but I personally think it's a fucking joke. I think it is an absolute clusterfuck of a website, and I would not step foot into an Instagram account for all the anime girl panties in the world. Now, because it's Instagram, we can start forming a bit of an idea of who's making these. Not like who's using Instagram. It's gonna be teenage white girls. Maybe even go a step further and say, attractive teenage white girls. Oh, but Digby, you can't just assume that from the site. You can't just assume that it's white girls doing this. Well, if it's not, then those are some girly ass hands to belong to a guy. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. I'm sure it really does work better. If I'm looking to get satisfied, I'd much rather look at some nice, clean hands that look pretty and nice, as opposed to the calloused, gnarled fists of an elderly lumberjack after he got done fisting the anus of a soot-laden chimney. It's simply a more pleasant image, to be quite fair. But what isn't pleasant is the stupid shit they do that they try to pass off as being satisfying. A popular thing a lot of them do is they take some slime or putty or whatever and throw some shit in it, and they just mash that around until it's all like evenly spread out. And it's like, okay, that's kind of nifty to watch, one or two times, but there are entire accounts that just post the same stuff hundreds of times. I mean, you'll be able to find actual thousands of these videos. Alright guys, hey, we're making a slime video. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do this, give it one of these. You're going to take your Vegeta and you're going to stab it in there a few times. You're gonna, make sure it gets in there. You're gonna, okay, yeah, good. Okay, we're gonna put that away. We're gonna get the knife. We're gonna spread that like butter. And just push it out, slam it. If you've got any rubber coasters, you can slap that on there. That should be good. And then maybe just a little bit of oh fuck. How many times can you watch a girl finger a muck's asshole before it starts to get boring? I mean, it's not hard to do, but does it get boring? Do you ever get tired of just, like, fiddle fucking around with some, like, gooey shit? I mean, can you get cancer from this stuff? If there's a way to get cancer from this stuff, they've probably found it by now. A lot of them put sprinkles and candy stuff in there, and am I supposed to want to eat it? Are you trying to make me hungry for it? You want me to want to put this in my body? Are you trying to get me to kill myself with this? I mean, I don't know if you can get, like, killed from eating this, but holy shit, it looks like a homosexual Spider-Man's cum.
You really need to get a better hobby.
Almost as popular as the slime videos are these videos of people playing around with sand. It's kinetic sand. It's sand, but it holds its mass together a bit better than regular sand. And it's unique from regular sand because there's so much stuff you can do with it. You can cut it with a knife. You can crush it with, like, a cup, or you could crush it with the other part of a cup. You could crush it with, I don't know, your hand. I mean, fuck's sake, man. If you're not going to do anything creative with it, could you at least come up with some new ideas for stuff to smash it with? Break a TV over it, sculpt it into like a little castle, and sit your fat ass down on it. Put that little bit of extra thought into it. You might surprise yourself. You retards.
That's a nice watch. I'm going to break it so you can't tell time again. Your face, that is.
These paint videos, I fucking hate them. I don't get it. Like, you just take a bunch of totally unrelated colors and you mix them together with a palette knife, and that's supposed to be satisfying. Like, they all look the same, okay? I said that about the other two, but these are all exactly the same. There's no variation whatsoever. Sometimes in the slime videos, they'll use a tennis racket for whatever fucking reason. Sometimes in the sand videos, they'll use like a melon baller, even though it's, fucking stupid. But with the paint videos, there's never any variation. None. It's always with a palette knife, and it's always a bunch of stupid fucking colors. I mean, is there even a point to it? I think they're all even from the same angle. I suppose part of the dissatisfaction comes from the fact that it's not accomplishing anything. I highly doubt these people are mixing these paints to actually paint something. I'm pretty sure the paint mixing is its own purpose. It's just made to be satisfying and be filmed. So there's a bit of a, well, that was fucking lame sort of feeling that I get after watching them. Maybe if we actually saw the paint being used, that would be interesting. But no, instead we see 4 dog shit colors being mixed together to make 1 dog shit color. And that, well, that just suckles my tits. Yeah, just keep mashing it with the thing. Yeah, that's super satisfying, dude. Keep that up. And can we just look at these colors? Okay, we got aquamarine, we got Ninja Turtle green, more aquamarine, I'm pretty sure that's the same shade, and gray. What the hell does this make? What colors is this? What is the resulting color from this? Seafoam green. The color of a drowned corpse. How pleasant. Or maybe Cthulhu. This color brings up dark thoughts.
Digby isn't coming back, stop asking.
Next up, we got the foam videos. And I ain't talking about the forecasting ocean assimilation model, the operational real-time deep ocean forecasting system. I'm talking about fucking foam. You put some water on it, saturate it, put some glitter and stuff on it, maybe put some paint or some shit on it, squeeze it, and it looks really weird. I'll admit, when I first saw these, I was like, whoa, what's up with that? And that's probably because I had no idea what the hell was going on. I'd never seen anything like that. But once I realized, oh, it's just some floral foam that they soaked with water, and now they're just smashing it with their hands, it's a bit less impressive. Kill me! You get one life on this earth, and you're seriously going to spend it, taking some foam, putting it in water, putting some glitter on it, and squeezing it for people on the internet to watch. The fuck is wrong with you? Go outside, read a book, live your life. At first, I admit, I thought it was kind of fascinating, but after seeing it over and over and over again, I just realized, it looks kind of gross, honestly. It looks kind of disgusting. And, after they squeeze it, it looks like a dog turd. Looks like some wadded up toilet paper. That isn't satisfying, that's just disgusting. That's nasty, man. In this one, they don't even use their hands. They just take a block of the stuff and run it over with their car. And they stick it full of spaghetti noodles, for some reason.
This is actually really disgusting.
Alright, so that was about as satisfying as cold water over a sore tooth. So, what's up next? That is an excellent question, Digby. We are now moving on to the subject of soap. These satisfying video creators have a real fetish for the stuff, it seems. They'll take bars of it and just shave pieces of it off. They'll carve little ridges into it and then shave them off into little cubes, like in the movie Pixels. You can get a bunch of curly shavings together and just crush them in your hand. There's a lot you can do with soap, apparently, but none of it is very satisfying. Now, I don't use soap myself, and I don't personally understand what it's meant for, what its intended purpose is, but I'm pretty sure it's not this. I'm pretty sure they're misusing this soap, and I think that it could be put to better use somewhere else. Maybe you could hand the soap out to some homeless people. It's more along the lines of, hey, cool, you took a knife to some soap. What do you want, a medal? You want me to get down on my knees and let you blow a load in my face because you carved up some soap? You're a psychopath. The ones with the cubes, they're kind of interesting to watch the first few times. They're not the worst thing ever, but they are everywhere. They are literally all over the place. Not literally in the literal sense of the word literally in the more figurative sense of the word literally. So essentially what I mean by saying the word literally is not literally. I mean the exact opposite of literally.
Now that's just fucking wasteful.
I've saved the absolute worst for last with this one, and that would be the balloons full of some shit videos. These ones are just heinous, okay? They're water balloons filled with some stuff, and they'll write on it, what color, or what's inside? I don't know, maybe some sort of viscous fluid. Take some scissors to it, why don't you just cut it open? And here's why it's not satisfying, because 1 second, there's a balloon over a bowl. 1 second later, the bowl's full of glue. How satisfying. Are you satisfied? I'm not. These balloon things are usually part of tutorials on how to make slime. So, why the balloons? I don't know. Maybe because if they're not there, then the viewer will more quickly realize that they're just watching a grown adult make a pile of gack.
Wouldn't it be funny if I just killed myself?
So now that we're thoroughly familiar with these videos, I think we can properly assess some things about the creators behind them. 1. They do things that take very little effort and very little time. 2. They are more concerned with aesthetics than they are with substance. 3. They have a very limited imagination. So basically, the definition of a thought on the internet. Wow, Digby, I find that quite hypocritical. All of those qualities apply just as well to you. Oh, boners. A special thank you goes out to Donald Kent, Little Piggy 90, and Zaffior. Thank you to all my patrons. Alright, we're going to finish it off by taking the mixture and just tossing it in a fan. Oh my god.